Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Breaking the Chain of the Guard Dog story by Patrick McDonnell, who's the creator of Mutts. Apparently, it's Make Brett Cry Week concerning dog stories. I said in my review of Dog Trouble, I'm not the biggest pet person. I didn't really grow up with a lot of them. I had a couple tortoises, lots of goldfish. That's really about it. So, dogs aren't really my thing. If you've ever seen me around dogs, I tend to be kind of stiff and not quite sure what to do, but sometimes warm up. And then cats, I just kind of stare at, and they tend to, they like me a lot, but I still, again, have no idea what the hell to do with them. But yeah, beside the point. But just because I'm not the biggest animal person doesn't mean I don't have a soft spot for animals. I want to see them treated well. I want to see them not abused. I want to see them happy. I basically want good treatment, just like I would with other people. Treat people well. So I read Mutts the strip a little bit, the comic strip. Haven't read a ton. It's not something it's on a regular read for me, but holy crap, should I go back and read it? So apparently, for those who don't know, Patrick McDonnell, is the creator of Mutts, and then for 7 weeks in fall 2023, he's told this story, this long-awaited story, about this character named Guard Dog, and Guard Dog being freed. Guard Dog was a character in Mutts who was chained. He was just chained in the backyard. Was kind of a big dog that had a lot of bark, but you also kind of learned there was a sadness about it. It was a dog that was neglected and kind of forgotten about and just chained. And what's interesting about this collection is it's the first time that this story, I guess, is collected and in color. And it's the complete Guard Dog story, for the first time with the actual story, one panel at a time on each page. The other thing that's really interesting is there's a couple stuff, a couple strips involving Guard Dog leading up to it, but the bigger is McDonnell goes into the story about Guard Dog itself, about creating this character, about the story about the character, and then the reaction to this character, not just during the story, but also being freed. To me, that's the fascinating thing about this. It's really worth getting just to see the community and people's reaction to a comic strip. It's a story about a dog that's neglected and abused and forgotten. There's some people that thought that Guard Dog should never be freed because Guard Dog represented all the abused, neglected dogs that are out there, and is a constant reminder that this is a battle being fought and that there's dogs being abused this way. And then others wanted to see Guard Dog freed. And it's interesting is McDonnell kind of goes into it and talks about it and brings up a thing I never even heard, that Charles Schultz, who's a friend, said this one neglect was that Charlie Brown never caught or never kicked the football. And it gave me pause. And McDonnell kind of decides to free Guard Dog, and it's the story of Guard Dog being freed and the reaction to it, and it's interesting. So as I said, it's the story of Guard Dog, but it's along with it is real life stories of rescue and resources for readers who want to take action to help ensure that no dog is tied to a stake and denied their freedom. And it's beautiful graphic novel. As that, I've never really read Mutts. I've read it, but it's not something I've read tons of. But I was choking up. It's just a loving story, and I think it also captures so well of, despite abuse, despite what can happen, there's so many dogs that are still willing to give love and caring and, willing to kind of look past the cruelty of some and see the love that others can give and give it back. And I think that's the beautiful thing about this story. As I said, I'm not, you can see it now, I'm slightly choking up. I'm not an animal person. Take it for what it is. It's just not me. I love cute animal videos and, can appreciate it, but it's just, for some reason, I just don't have that thing. I'm sure if at some point when we get a cat, totally going to change. I guarantee that. But it's not something I experience for the most part. I loved my tortoise, long stories about Matoris. But still, like, I can appreciate this, and I think McDonnell hits a wonderful note with it, and really shows pure love, pure appreciation, and kind of reminds us that, like, animals have feelings, animals need to be cared for, and as it says in the back, that animals should be free. Absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful, fantastic stuff. You don't need to know much to appreciate this. You just have to have a heart. Go get it. Highly, highly recommend this. There's also a display that's coming up, I think, in Princeton, New Jersey, of McDonnell's work at a gallery. We have information about that on our site and under the conventions and events. So go check that out too, if you're in the area. But highly recommend. This is an awesome read. Like, completely off my radar. Don't know much about any of it. It was not something I necessarily would pick up without it being put in front of me. Holy crap! I'm glad it was put in front of me. Like, I was choking up. Just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, let's show off some of the art. As I said, so we get some strips kind of leading up, teaching us about Guard Dog and Doozy, who's the little girl. Some nice strips, and then we get the initial, like, freeing Guard Dog story, or not initial, but the freeing Guard Dog story. I mean, Christ, if you don't see this and you don't choke up, like, it just hits you. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's great. It's absolutely great. Go get it. It's out in shops. As I said, you don't need to be an animal lover or dog lover for this. It's just a great read for anyone that has some humanity. Go get it. Hit up your local shop. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. I'll tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase or own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site. And speaking of support, I want to thank Abrams Comicarts for hooking us up with this. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into graphic novels, comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.